So today is really special. I've been having breakthrough among breakthrough, and it all happened. It all started happening when I got this camera. I knew deep within my soul that it was time for me to really spread my wings and fly and just share my voice, share my message, and share my heart with the world. And there have been so many blocks and limiting beliefs that have been holding me back from actually recording myself and creating content and sharing my voice. Because there were these fears of judgment. There was judgment towards myself, this perfectionism. I literally recorded the same video at the park a few days ago, probably about 20 to 25 times, because every time I clicked play, I would forget everything. And there would be a block. My channel would completely close, and it felt like stage fright and shell shock. But here I am making a video and really like integrating and transcending past the blocks that have been holding me back from doing this. And I really have something special to share because I've been wanting to start a YouTube or podcast for the last 2 years and have just felt so afraid and blocked and like just shell shocked, like not knowing what to talk about, thinking that I'm not interesting and people won't want to listen to me. But yesterday I started journaling. I started looking back into my journal entries the last few months and the last few years. And for some reason, I just felt inspired to record myself reading these journal entries. And this was at like 2 a.m. I couldn't fall asleep. And I just figured I should channel my energy to my journal and just release what's on my mind. When I listened to my first voice recording of my journal entry, like I've never done that before, I started crying because the way in which I read my own words just felt so potent. It was literally medicine. Like when I read it in my head, it's powerful, but when I speak it, it is so much more powerful because your voice actually brings, or what's going on in here, it brings it to life. It brings it into this reality, into this world, and that is powerful. So I'm so excited because the channel came to me yesterday that I have to start sharing my writing and my voice, and this is the way that I'm going to start. It is by reading my journal entries, reading my channels that literally just come from my heart and soul, and I wanted to share the one that I wrote last night. Also, I'm gonna start releasing these journal entries on Spotify, on podcast, so that I can just transmit these short little messages to you guys in like 1 to 2 minutes. And I think that is so special, and that is my gift to you as I go through this journey. I really feel that this is me being of service and really sharing and creating this safe space for accepting and loving all of yourself at all parts of your journeys. Let me read you this journal entry that came through to me yesterday, which I really mark as the beginning of this creative expansion journey. No one is going to create this reality for me but me. Only I am in control of how I perceive and of how I receive. I can choose to empower myself, to feel, to expand, to liberate, or I can become a victim to my past and a prisoner to the fear, unworthiness, and scarcity that's holding me back. It's a very fine line. I can feel myself teetering back into the old, outdated programs, habits, and ways of thinking when I feel that it just gets too hard. But I know that what's even harder is going back to the suffering of my past, to go back to the suppression, the numbness, and the disconnected ways of the Western world and my conditioning, to conform to the templates of how I should be, of how I should look, of what I should do, and what I shouldn't be, what I shouldn't look like, or what I shouldn't do. There's nothing worse. And to go back is merely impossible. Once a bird has been let out of the cage and feels what it's like to fly, it would rather die than to have stripped away its ability and rights to fly. I gotta say, like, this feels so good. And to be able to openly and vulnerably and authentically share my heart's song is literally the most fulfilling thing. And I really hope that if this video finds you, that this medicine, this potency of these words of this soul and heart wisdom really hits home for you and helps you remember that you're already home. You are the medicine. You already have everything that you're looking for outside of yourself, within yourself. And that you have the power and the ability to co-create this reality with your heart and your soul's desires. Because at the end of the day, we always have a choice. We can evolve, or we can repeat the same patterns and the programs and the conditioning that we've been in for our whole entire lives. And to shift, yes, it's uncomfortable. It's not easy. It's very challenging. But it is the most liberating thing that you can ever do for your soul, for your consciousness, for your heart, for your whole entire being in this life. So I implore you to start exploring this internal world that is your wealth, that is your vault of knowledge and wisdom and everything that you ever needed and more in this life. I love you guys so much, and I am so excited to just start this journey of really sharing my heart and my soul more. I mean, look at this journal. It is just so beautiful, and words. This is medicine. This is medicine right here. I'm thinking maybe the next video I do, I'll like open it like this, so maybe you can like follow along with where I'm reading, what I'm reading. So yeah, I love you guys so much. And if this resonated or hit your heart in any way, shape, or form, like this video, subscribe to my channel, go connect with me on my platforms on Instagram, TikTok, and I will keep you updated about this podcast. I am planning to launch it sometime middle of next week, and I'm so excited. Okay, I love you guys.